The coming 2 weeks on the bold and the beautiful promise the kind of sweeping emotional drama that has kept viewers glued to their screens for decades. Romantic battles, unexpected confessions, and the next generation stepping into the spotlight collide in a storyline that balances nostalgia with fresh twists. Three major threads: Liam's emotional plea, Hope's torn confession, and Will's budding memory mission, are set to carry the show into uncharted territory. Liam's emotional plea. For Liam Spencer, life has become a cycle of heartbreak and reconciliation attempts, but this time the stakes are higher than ever. His relationship with Hope has always been complicated, built on love, trust, and betrayal in equal measure. With Hope's connection to Thomas lingering like an unfinished chapter, Liam realizes he can no longer rely on time to fix things. Instead, he prepares to bare his soul in a deeply vulnerable plea. Over the next 2 weeks, Liam turns to Hope not with anger, but with raw honesty. He reminds her of the family they built together, their children, and the quiet moments that still tether them. Viewers can expect Liam to drop the usual defensive posturing and instead focus on what he's willing to fight for. It's not just about keeping his marriage intact. It's about proving that love can survive mistakes, even the ones that nearly broke them. But his plea doesn't come without risk. Some of Hope's loved ones, including Brooke, warn Liam that his words may come across as manipulation rather than sincerity. Will Hope hear the authenticity in his voice, or will she feel pressured into a reconciliation she's not ready for? The answer may determine whether Liam wins her back or loses her forever. Hope's torn confession. While Liam fights to remind Hope of what they share, Hope herself finds her heart split in two. Her journey with Thomas has been both liberating and destructive, opening her eyes to desires she never fully acknowledged. But with Thomas away and her family's disapproval echoing in her ears, Hope struggles with whether her feelings were ever real, or just a rebellion against the expectations that weighed on her. In a moment that will send shockwaves through the Forresters and the Logans, Hope makes a confession that even she didn't see coming. Whether to Brooke, Liam, or Ridge, her words spill out with a mixture of pain and relief. She admits that part of her loved Thomas, not just the idea of him, but the man he had worked to become. Yet at the same time, she confesses that she can't deny her bond with Liam either. This torn confession doesn't just put her romantic future in question, it places her identity on trial. Who is Hope Logan when she's not defined by the men in her life? That's the question fans will see her wrestle with in the coming weeks, even as her admission threatens to reopen wounds that the family's thought had begun to heal. Will's memory mission. Amid the adult turmoil, the next generation quietly steps into the spotlight, and it's none other than Will Spencer who emerges with a surprising storyline. Though often seen as the youngest Spencer child with a quieter presence, Will begins to explore his own role within his powerful family. His story kicks off when he stumbles across old family photos and documents tucked away in Bill Spencer's study. Instead of shrugging them off, Will becomes fascinated with the history they represent, particularly the stories of love, betrayal, and sacrifice that shaped the Spencer, Logan, and Forrester legacies. But it's not just curiosity that drives him. Will takes on what he calls a memory mission, piecing together the untold stories that explain why his family is the way it is. He asks questions that adults aren't prepared for, like why Liam and Wyatt never seem to escape the cycle of heartbreak, or why Bill's relationships always seem to end in fire. His youthful perspective offers something rare in the soap world, innocence mixed with keen observation. As Will digs deeper, his mission sparks something unexpected among the adults. Old wounds resurface, family members reflect on choices long buried, and the younger generation begins to understand the patterns they may one day inherit. Fans who have longed for a storyline that bridges the show's past and future will find Will's arc both refreshing and poignant. Colliding storylines. The brilliance of the next 2 weeks lies in how these three stories intertwine. Liam's plea and Hope's confession create a volatile emotional climate, one where the past can't be ignored. At the same time, Will's curiosity becomes the mirror reflecting their choices back at them. His innocent questions force Liam, Hope, and even Bill to confront truths they might prefer to keep hidden. Will Liam's emotional appeal win out over Hope's conflicted heart? Or will Hope's confession prove that she can't simply return to the life she once knew? And how will Will's mission to preserve memories alter the way his family sees itself? A look ahead. The next 2 weeks of The Bold and The Beautiful promise a blend of romance, heartbreak, and generational reckoning. Longtime fans will appreciate the nods to history embedded in Will's quest, while newer viewers will find themselves invested in Hope's impossible decision and Liam's vulnerability. Ultimately, the heart of the drama lies in one universal truth. Love is rarely clean, and families are never perfect. But in the world of the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans, imperfection is exactly what keeps us watching.